My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. Very first thing that I'm going to do off the top of this is turn this marker off. Having gone there and done that, then I think it's time to go and check out the fifth landmark that I've put down up here in one of the corners of Caelid. So just come back down from the Altus Plateau, attempting to see if maybe completing the Great Jar has done anything for Alexander, so that I don't have to step on the toes of any questline there. Other than that, I think there is... because I think I skipped a couple of bosses very early on in Caelid that I just had no ability to deal with at the time. It was just not going to be possible for me. And I didn't mark them. So I worry that ooh, there's apparently a site of grace down here that I haven't even marked. So I worry that I probably have a few things like that. Let's take this site of grace though. Okay. So I guess that just leads to nowhere? This looks like it's a road out of here, but I guess the vast drop counts. Ah, right. The vast drop is actually a canyon that bisects this, which actually goes down into the deep Siofran Valley. That makes sense. All right, that's all a little bit more mapped out for us now. There are some collectibles over here. Almost certainly just going to be golden runes again, but still more than happy to find out, just in case. One day, one of these is going to be an important item, and I'm going to have it. No one else will. It's the eventual aim, I guess. Okay. Is there more in that area we could check out? Let's go back around to where we actually put the 5. Grail's Dragon Barrow. I mean, I could also try and kill some of the dragons in this area. Probably relatively well paired against them right now. There's gonna be a shack up here. Let's stay away from the dogs, though. They do incredible damage, and I don't have incredible health. I feel like it's okay, but I do want to continue getting that vigor up there. Isolated Merchant's Shack. Which makes sense, given there's an isolated merchant. Hey-oh.
Well,
cool mask.
There's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
All the cookbooks, please. Dragonwind Grease. Ritual Pot. No, I want those. Gravelstone. I don't think that's really worth my while to buy here. 2 Lost Ashes of War, if we should ever want those. Spiked Cestus? I'm not gonna do a Cestus run right now, but let me tell you, it has appeal. Beast Repellent Torch. A torch which burns oil infused with a special incense. The aroma pacifies wild beasts. They're used to keep unwelcome beasts away from treasure troves hidden in caves. Neat. Land of Reeds outfit. The Land of Reeds was long locked in a miserable civil war, during which time it remained alienated from the cultures of its neighbors. Little wonder so the entire nation had succumbed to blood-soaked madness, or so it said. The grimy outer mantle is made from withered reeds from the warrior's birthplace. Perhaps its comforts extend to nostalgic thoughts of home. And Gateway and Hidden Cave. I mean, look, I'll take him. I would be surprised if either of them was a hint towards something we don't already have in this area. Okay, we're looking for Gateway. Fort Gale in Caelid houses a gateway that leads to Redmane Castle. Yep. That's how I got in there, I'm pretty sure. There's a hidden cave in the town of Caelia. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. Oh. I'm assuming you don't mean Caelia Crystal Tunnel. Okay, that one actually might have been interesting. So, look at the graveyard, or look beyond the graveyard it was. I think that's up here. I think that's when we go behind, so I think that's actually Caelia Backstreets I was looking to go to. Because if there is a graveyard in town here, I do not remember it. It says specifically something about the precipice as well, right? At the precipice. Yeah, okay, so maybe that's what all the boulders going down here were attempting to prevent us making our way towards. I mean, I'm going to talk about the boulders down here. You going to show me the boulders? Hey, there's a boulder. And this is a graveyard. What do you mean, graveyard? Wait, this is the Plague Church, right? Are we now just officially at the Plague Church? Graveyard beyond the precipice. Okay, so if the graveyard's up on that precipice, is this beyond? I mean, there's at least an item to draw us down here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to stick around much longer than that, though. None of the rest of this looks like graveyard. Okay, yeah, we've gotten out of the area they're talking about. Should have just gone to the Church of Plague in retrospect. Hello. In fact, I might just immediately sit down to try and reset here. And sure, maybe I'll level up one as well. Yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't have been carrying him that for long. Beyond the graves at the precipice. I should actually check the wording again, just in case I got it completely wrong. There is a hidden cave in the town of Caelia. Look for the graveyard. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. Beyond the graveyard at the precipice. I mean, it could easily just be in any of these structures, right? Like, beyond the graveyard doesn't necessarily mean that it's immediately Hello? No, wait! This one just points toward that catacomb, don't it? Yeah, Guide and Gatekeeper have already led us to route. Hello? More down? Anywhere? Oh gosh. It's gonna turn out that it's actually one of the things I've already explored, isn't it? I just know it. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's not just gonna have a secret entrance immediately available to me. Fair enough. But what if it did, though? Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. So here's the graveyard at the precipice. Am I going beyond the graveyard or beyond the graveyard at the precipice? Maybe it quite literally just means go further. Like, along whatever the path might... Oh my god, there's so much graveyard. I saw that on the right end, never mind. That's no news. Which means it's good news, right? Pretty sure that's directly equivalent. Alright, let's continue past that precipice. Any caves want to show up? I don't think I should be able to access it that way, so let's try and find a more sensible way to make our way up there. Well, hang on a second. Well, this does look mighty unexplored, and it's still graveyard. Any boss want to spawn? Because this does look like a large arena. It's only dissuaded, or rather, I'm only dissuaded from thinking a boss is about to spawn by the amount of skeletons that have already spawned. So, spring over there. Come on, cave in the wall. In for just a moment here. Take that peace blood, thank you. Cave in the wall. Cave in the wall. Oh no. Oh, why? I was so certain. You didn't have to do me like this. Look beyond the graveyard of the precipice. What am I missing here? The definition of precipice? I think I had that one right. Yeah, because this just gets us back up to Fort Feroth. Okay, is there something bordering this side of Fort Feroth? I don't know. Because this is definitely the area concerned. Been a while since we've been here. Excuse me, are you a... No, you are not a painter. Ah. You're an absolute nightmare is what you are. There you go. They don't have unlimited flight. Just gonna come here to do a little bit of bullying and then leave. Good boy. Hidden cave. Hey, buddy, hold up. I am busy right now. I will get to you when I can. You want to jump the queue, you're going to have to pay for it. Jump and finish him. I mean, eventually, right? It was basically the finishing blow. Okay, we did not get a dragon heart from that one directly into our inventory. Which I was kind of expecting a little bit, maybe. So maybe they are respawnable enemies. So, hidden cave. And there's a note specifically trying to guide you to it. None of the... This one? You are actually kidding me. The rest of the wall seemed flat. Let me turn this light on. Caelia Hideaway in Caelid. Thank you very much for the note, isolated merchant. It's a similar copy to one of the ones that we've seen earlier on the Limgrave shores, where Bok had lost his mother's sewing needle. Ah. Well, the format of this seems like it's going to be a nightmare. Putting things far away in the darkness. When am I going to get jumped? Bold of me to ask that while I'm doing it so aggressively to every enemy I ever see. Granted. To the left. Golden rune. I can hear mining. Yep. Yep. So they're using the crystals on each side to guard the fact that they have to have, like, some plane, effectively, for the illusion. But once you know what you're looking for in each tile set, it's so much simpler to find it. Also, hints like audio are very, very important. We found that in the Volcano Manor specifically. Okay, just can hear this one, I think. They've got a lot more awareness than most of these usually do. Actually standing up in... Well, I mean, this one's obvious. Actually standing up in response to us. Oi. This is very... Oh, it's deep too. But not impossibly deep. Although that unit down there is already aggressive. Thanks for being patient. So I should probably try my luck rolling against anything that looks even slightly suspect here. Although I'll generally try and follow the rules that they've shown us so far. So it doesn't appear to happen on crystals. Crystals often border it. There is some individual tile piece that entirely needs to be... I mean, hang on. There we go. Cool. Can actually get back my height. Some individual tile piece in its entirety that could be destroyed. Like, that doesn't make sense because that connects up. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, lightning pot at you. Get him. Oh no, they can teleport. They can't teleport up, right? Please? Please tell me they can't teleport up. Oh, it's deeply important to me right now they can't teleport up. I'll make my way down to them in due time. And not a moment sooner than that. Almost got given the old... Excuse me? That might have been on my side. Almost got given the old gravity stab there. Actually, gravity would have made it purple, right? The old soul stab. What's that? Oh, almost tried to summon Jarrite in response to it. That's a similar seal as to... Well, it looks transparent. Like a pattern over transparency. So it's more similar to the seal that we saw outside Raya Lucaria's gates than it is to... Oh, hang on. Enemies are apparently still active. There's one over there as well. Than it is to the Caelia locks. But I don't recognize the sigil, so... Could easily just be a transparent version of Caelia's locks. Yeah, I was waiting for Reuben ones, but if you're just gonna hide yourself among the muck, that'll work out too. Ooh! There's a path over there. Can I access it from this side, or is it just exit from there? Looks like it's just exit. We'll make our way around the entirety of this cave. So it looks like a lot of the crystals down there also just have a snail on already. Thank you for the simple kill. I'll trade a flask for that, happily. It's just efficiency and time. Okay, you put a bunch of props in front of this set. They can't all be winners. Trying to figure out what all of my exits are so that I can start marking them off again. I've entirely forgotten the angle that showed that seal as well. Might have even been clipping through the map to see it. Yeah, that would be my opportunity to drop down if I wanted it, but it doesn't seem extremely reversible, so let's try and check this area first. Another one of the reasons that I've started being even more thorough with picking up just craftable collectibles in these areas is because it gives me an idea of where I've already been if it is a little bit more circuitous and labyrinthine like this. Okay, completely different chamber. Should probably do the bottom side of the other one first. I guess? Maybe it ends up leading out into there? That would kind of make sense, I guess, a little with the geography that I've got laid out in mind. I do not look forward to fighting the thing down here. They just have too many arms, too many heads, and too many movements. Attack patterns, they're very aggressive. Sorry, I've realized I have more things about them I don't like than I'd even previously thought. I've discovered new things. Ah. Whoa, okay. We're actually separated from them by that. Dang it. No way, there's no way they can come over, right? You stay over there howling in the distance. Oh. I mean, there's a bit more relationship for Raya Lucaria. Well, not necessarily Raya Lucaria. Again, we have seen glintstone crowned sorcerers in Caelia also. Seal can only be broken by a seal breaker. Okay. Buy a seal breaker. So not even buy an item individually. Uh-oh. Why are you right there? Why must you? No, it's fine. No, it's fine. We got him. Ghost love with 4 for our efforts, though. Take a couple silver fireflies. So if it has to be broken by a seal breaker, stimulating boluses, what are those two? I got a second one. Ah, right. Alleviate buildup of sleep makes sense. Golden Rune, Lost Ashes of War. This one though? Okay. Okay. I respect it. It's got to be NPC related. Can only break it with a seal breaker. Can only be broken by a seal breaker. Whose questline would bring them here? I mean, the only thing that makes the most sense is Sage Gari. Gari being nearby and probably having interacted with seals. because there's Caelia nearby, which heavily dealt in them for a period of time. But that's like, that's so little to go off of, you know? Seems a little too circumstantial. Whoop. I'm going to rely on the fact they'll still give me audio cues as well as some sort of a subtle visual cue. Wait, so I did go out this way, but then we ended up backtracking past this because this was going too far? Yes. Keep my height. Maybe don't need to do that as much. But this does get us up to the top crystal. Which, actually, I think that's the only way to access this crystal, which then makes it the only way to access here. Crafty. Yeah, that's a totally survivable drop. Whee! Well, maybe I should have plunging attacked. Oh, you're all ready for me, are you? All ready to take me out, eh? Oh no, they were... They appear to have been engaged in some sort of a sermon. Uh-oh. Feeling less comfortable about that. Yeah, I was thinking there might have been an invisible wall on the other side and they were prepared to ambush us through it. But no, they were just enjoying a well-told story, apparently. Crystallian ashes. Let's learn what we can from these. Actually, that's just going to be a base enemy. No, it's not a basic enemy type. Okay. Summons Crystallian Spirit. Spirit that wields round crystalline blades, both big and small. Its sturdy body, itself hewn from crystal long ago, is hard enough to blunt its opponent's blades, but blows from bludgeoning weapons can shatter it easily. 101 on the FP cost for that, which I think we are still, exactly how much FP do I have? 65! So that's just a little rich for my blood, huh? Okay, I actually would have bet that that one was going to be illusory. I might have bet my last dollar on it. Thankfully, no one had the opportunity to take me up on that in time. Give him the double thumb. Jump into a dark pit? Sure. What's the worst thing? Oh. That's a fog wall up there. So we'll go the complete opposite direction immediately. Bonjour. So this is just the bottom of the crystal pit that we were most recently in. Couple crystal darts here. Oh. I can't ignore the fact that it is possible that at some point they juke me out by making the giant object. Like, they did it in Dark Souls a couple of times with trees, the actual part that's illusory. Okay, so above is where I think I jumped off for the other one. Oh, this. Thank you. Absolutely that one. Please. Another one, maybe? Probably not, but maybe. Crystal Spear. A spear pickup for us. Probably related to the Crystallian, if I'd guess. Spear fashioned from pure crystal, a deed impossible for a human. Enwreathed with powerful magic, its attack scales with intelligence. The inscrutable Crystallians, have but one clear purpose, to safeguard their crystals unto the end. One theory posits that they yearn for the return of their creator, who will carve for them new brethren. I felt like I already knew a lot of that from previous Crystallian pickups or encounters. ties into my theory. I think that the Albinorics were created by humans to themselves create crystal creatures in the Crystallian. That's an extremely softly supported theory at the moment. I'll be very clear with you. I would not claim it as fact. I got a lot more items to read in this game before I can start claiming anything like that. Alright. I think we may be in the point where it's time to just go for Fog Wall. Crystal Cave Moss. Whoop. Nope. No continuation. Ah, there are enemies above. As to be expected when there are snails about. They aren't really a threat, even if they do catch you off guard, though. And they also look quite cute. Thank you very much, game, for the reprieve from nightmares. Oh? Oh! That's a lot of Crystallian. I'm gonna need to effectively just section them off and fight them one by one, which means I'm gonna need Jarite to take a little bit of the offense here for a second. Go for a jump and thump and see if I can... Ah! Okay, the staff is very powerful. Jarite, you need to stay away from me, otherwise we're not really splitting aggro, are we? Okay, I got the guard break here. Which now means their poise should basically just be broken for the rest of the fight. Yeah. So I should just be able to bully you to death. As long as Crystallian keeps the attention of the spear for enough time here. I'm going to try and take out the staff. Oh, God, the poise damage is incredible. There was actually a comment with respect to poise damage that was made very recently that I might try and incorporate here, where I was talking about not being able to keep up my poise damage necessarily at all times against bosses who I might need to be, you know, ranged for some period against, or get him. No. Okay, I'm gonna play for safety here. For trying to keep up poise damage against enemies when I'm in between ability to do so. And the suggestion was just to include a couple of throwing daggers on my belt at all times. Because if I need to, I can just pull one of them out and throw it. They are quite accurate, they fly quite far, and they would keep up my poise damage very effectively. Crystal Torrent from the enemy field. 7,100 in terms of our rune reward. Alright, okay, that's what they look like when they get knocked down then. It would be such a play. Oh my God, it would be such a play if they put one here. Come on. Like, none of the areas really make sense for it. Okay. So maybe that one big gem. No deal. So here we have... Oh, what do I mark this with? I guess I'm gonna mark it with like a little sign, a little flag, a little waypoint, to try and tell myself that that is some quest relation again. I mean, this should honestly just be kill at this point, because I don't need to walk there as much as I do need to kill and survive. There are also, as I mentioned at the start of the episode, a couple of the catacombs and a couple of the dungeons in this area that I think I did have to run away from, unfortunately, early. That I think with Jarite or Mimic Tier, if I wanted to go back to that, we could easily perform. Let's run back to the Table of Lost Grace for the moment, though. Still haven't had a look at what Fortizax has had to offer us with the Remembrance. Hello, Fengies. Fortizax's Lightning Spear. During the War of the Ancient Dragons, these twin red lightning stakes were the hallmark of one ancient dragon who was called the Mightiest Boulderstone. Death Lightning. Okay, hang on. Incantation that channels the power of the ancient dragon Fortizax, and then incantation that channels the power of the ancient dragon Fortizax, now corrupted with death. Imbues death into the lightning. It is said that this golden lightning was wielded by Godwyn, who befriended Fortizax. That's 47 faith, 46 faith. Yeah, I don't think either of those is ever getting purchased for us. Which, thankfully, frees this up pretty effectively. Solid 30k. Anyone out here got anything to say to us? Hello, this is Jungita.
I asked you not to listen.
That makes sense. I just gotta check every so often. Because unless it's related to multiplayer, I'm probably gonna end up doing that quest. To some completion. Alright, there was stuff we still wanted to smith, I believe.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your own.
No matter. Lay out your arms then. So we can get the quality rusted anchor past the hurdle it is currently feeling. However, do I have enough? We're running low on threes really heavily. Like, it's actually an extreme problem. It means that I can't level a weapon up the entire way, because I just can't get it from level 6 until level 9. It's just not a thing I'm capable of doing at the moment. We also need to do both of these upgrades to our flask.
Back already, no matter.
So I think I will continue with the quality rusted anchor, because I can upgrade it 1, 2, 3 more times. The quality rusted anchor plus 20. And still don't have the Somber Smithing Stone 9 to pair with that Winged Great Horn yet. Where else? There's a couple comments as well that have mentioned I had not gone up this river at any point. And specifically one comment that said there's 3 caves up that river and you've impressively missed them. So we'll try that. I'm very much in loose ends mode again. Despite trying to break out of that and go up to the Volcano Manor, Mount Gelmir. Still very much inside of it.
Yes.
Ah, right, of course, no. I do not deal with you, Selin. And certain I've already gotten the item from that one, so we are looking... Oh, literally just to get into the water. Doesn't matter if they toot that horn and summon every friend they have. Hello, dog. It will not harm us. So the river that exits this zone. Ooh! Okay, that's a Site of Grace I already have, but it's possible that that's an Ash of War or Somber Smithing Stone I don't. Oh, come on. Before the giant crabs beat me to death for it. Ash of War, unsheathed. Not sure that's going to be particularly helpful for us. I just struggle to think of the sheath that would properly contain either of these weapons. Hello. You got new things to say?
You must not forget, though, those who partake in their hunger for dragon until the floodgates burst. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent. But deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
Did I go and spend all of my dragon hearts? Yeah, I did. Well, didn't continue anything with that guy at the moment. Okay, this is the complete opposite side. I keep messing it up. Okay, it's fine. Just follow that bead. Excuse me? Village remains. No, no, no. All's well that ends well on that one. Just jump in and steal. I mean, unfortunately, it was an arterial leaf as well. Showing that it's a purple item, but... Oh. Hello to the skeletons that have dropped down. Goodbye to the skeletons that have dropped down. I haven't missed... Okay. Don't think I've missed any cave yet. Why is there so much smoke in this cave? Or mist? Also, I was taken off of my horse, and that was not me. Invaded by Bloody Finger Nergus. Hello. Bye-bye. New item, Reduvia. It's probably a dagger, right? Well, I mean, I've got this sorted in the order, but it is a dagger for blood loss build-up. Jagged dagger with a distinctly curved blade. Kind of does look a little like the dagger that we gave to Rani from Nokron, which actually, there's no way I'm going to have that in my inventory anymore. Yeah, I gave it to Rani. I do have the Black Knight print, which holds the truth of the conspiracy. I imagine I can't... Chillness is gone, now feeling like an empty heart. Yeah, okay, so Rani's soul is not in this at the moment. That's the Shibuya grapes that we're still focusing on. Hang on, let's jump back out. Finish reading about that weapon. Used by the noble servants of the Lord of Blood. The dagger rips the flesh as it enters, inflicting blood loss with sickening efficiency, a proud testament to the success of its vicious design. The weapon is perpetually coated in blood. Unique skill, the Reduvia Blood Blade. Slash with a wicked dagger, transforming its never-drying bloodstains into airborne blood blades that cause hemorrhaging, can be fired in rapid succession. And is that scaling with... Yeah, that's scaling with Arcane, so that's why we can't get that first. Well, let's take the smoky tunnel. Seems as good an invite as any. Merckwater Cave. Lost Grace discovered. Honestly, I do kind of expect that we're just going to two-tap pretty much everything in this area. Hello. Or one tap. I mean, I did mean two-tap bosses, but one tap you. Two paths out. Take the closest to the door first. Okay. Huh?
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief.
Patches?
The gods demand repentance.
You had to be here.
Coin, all of it.
Do I don't want to fight you. You talk. Can I not? Oh, it might be like, but it's got a boss bar at the bottom, so it's probably not like Garang where I can get.
Please.
Oh,
I surrender. White flag and all.
uh-huh. If I turn my back, is it gonna... No? Just ends?
Finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
I need you to teach me the crouch.
Ah. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such.
Uh-huh.
An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on?
Forgive and forget, or some things can't be forgiven. I mean, the way to progress Patch's storyline usually is to allow him to betray you every available opportunity. Forgive and forget.
A true man of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Goblin. All right, buddy. Good thing you're so dang iconic. Also, good thing that I guess I didn't have the ability to upgrade my weapons anymore when we're back at Round Table Holds, because otherwise, you weren't going to get the opportunity to grovel. This is going to be the end. So we have the ability to teleport out of here. I mean, there is literally just the other path out of the other side as well. Wait, if I talk to you, will you already have the shop?
Don't forget to put. I'll be ready to wheel and...
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Ooh, tricky. I thought these were basic hollows. Oh, they've got their own moveset. They've got their own strategy. I'll be taking this item, though. Can't imagine Patches is going to take issue with that. Straight up mushroom. Is that actually going to... I was kind of expecting there would be a second boss. Maybe behind an illusion. Oh, Patches, business. Alright, fine. Well, if I have to do it, teleport back to reload the zone. More effective at reloading a zone than just sitting down at a campfire. We can level up again. Gonna take this in strength. I'm gonna continue doing that with strength and dex until I get each to 55, or until I feel way too limited by one of my other statistics and need to deviate course. Ah, right. Just alerts all of them at the same time, which makes them so much simpler to kill. Perfect. Love a good quality of life feature like that. I'll snag these bolts from you too. Oh, Patches. What items do you sell? I mean, second time's the charm, right? He's not even here. How could he possibly... He's gonna just absolutely come back over the corner. I mean, like, can I even see him already up there? No, I don't think I can. Oh. Ensnared in a teleporter trap. That makes sense. How do you make the second chest also a trap? Change the trap. Be very, very quiet. We're just in the Mistwood Ruins. It won't let me teleport? It thinks I can just get atop a horse and ride away. This is not a dungeon. Oh, Patches, you're gonna regret that one. Oh, you're gonna have to have a much better animated groveling emote, like extra grovel harder. The Grovel 2000. I'm not settling for anything less. Excuse me? Guess I'll just keep walking until I can teleport again. There's the entrance for Nokron, which explains why the Mistwoods was so devoid earlier on. Really? I'm like extremely out in the open air. If there's any instance that'll reset it. Okay, we're all good. Apparently Patches is no longer in Merckwater Cave, though. You embarrassed about trying again and failing? Or, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Patches was over in the Mistwood Ruins looking for a corpse. One they'll never find and loot from. Because I'm here to take whatever is in the next chest you put out. Seriously? No extra chest? Alright, Patches. What he said very specifically he was going to set up a shop here, right? Like, come back here? Specifically? Do you mean outside? Like a nomadic merchant, as he describes himself nomadically? If he did, I don't see him. Alright, where's this cave number 2? Doesn't look like it's on that side. Hello.
Ah, we meet again. To have fought Nereus and lived.
Nereus? You're referring to them.
Battle. I am Ura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path. You're certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade.
Man, that was really... The voice acting on that was just really, really good. And only the voice acting, exclusively exclusively the voice acting, has given me the feeling that this guy has had to slay friends because they were, you know, slaying other Tarnished.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again. If fate permits.
Just the kind of like tight breath in the chest, the hesitation, the almost remorseful description of what he appears to think does just need to happen anyway. If that actually turns out to be the case, and I've gotten it just by the way that line was performed, oh my god. Mwah. Whoop. Hello. This one's got big doors too! Those are the exciting ones. Merckwater Catacombs. Touch that grace, and in recognition of the fact that this one's already a little long in the tooth, I'm going to get to the credits and say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Finding Stuff. Series playlist up in the top left, YouTube recommendation down below, streaming past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays that are above the thanked tier. And a special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.